Hey everyone, how are you all? So, we're just into May, and I thought it would be a really good idea to do a review on the first third of the year because we are a third of the year in. And I know that some of you have set words of the year and intentions last December, and I just want to really see where you're going with it. Like, how has it been? Have the winter months maybe put hold on those intentions? So now that it's spring and actually going into summer, because it's a really warm day today, how are you feeling about actually reviving those intentions for the year and starting now? Because really we can start whenever we're ready during the year. So just because when it was like January, you were thinking about that because it was a new year. But we can start, and you know that you can start at any time of the year. And I kind of feel when it's spring and the flowers are coming up and the blossom is coming up and the days are that little bit longer and you can actually see things and it's daylight and it's sunny. Those are the times where you can really get motivated to say, yes, this is it. I'm going to do something. I'm going to start those intentions or aims or goals, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to start them now. I'm going to do them, and you can really get motivated to do that. Works for me, so it'd be lovely for you to try it as well and see if that works for you. So I had 2 words of the year, and I'm not sure if I did mention it in a video, but I'll put the blog post below and the word of the year. I think we did that video maybe in November or December. So the word of the year then, for me, I had 2 words. I had belonging and depth. And I had chosen depth because everything around my life, especially around last December when I was forming the words and thinking about this year, everything was leading to depth, inner depth, so getting further inward, really bringing out that soul self in me, and also the observations that I had made last year and possibly for the last few years around the depth of life. And I wanted to really have that as a theme so that I could actually use it. So for example, if I read something, I can really go to the depth of that, what I do, the kind of things that I want to be doing, really getting to the depth of who I am and not leading or living a shallow life, kind of going a bit deeper with life and with purpose and meaning and all of it. So that was depth. And the other word I had chosen was belonging. And this is all around community, connection, because connection is really one of my core values. So it was all around that, and maybe making new friendships, but also that new group feelings. And it's that that theme of belonging has been a real blessing this year because it came up unexpectedly. You may know that Jay's grandfather passed away, so this was the end of March, and really that time with his family, especially with his cousins, brought that sense of belonging. We all had this shared purpose of grieving and of being there, so we were kind of like thrust into this grieving capsule in a way for 2 or 3 weeks around the time of him being in hospital and passing, because we knew the end was there. So we were all there. His passing and the funeral and the scattering of the ashes and that whole journey of the end of life and that whole cycle of life, and being there with everyone really brought us together, like in a way that I've never experienced before. And I'm guessing it's because of the grief and of that emotion and that connection. But since then, so this was, I think the funeral was towards, I think it was the beginning of April, so it was the end, so it was like within 2 or 3 weeks of everything happening. So say mid-April till now, like these last 2 or 3 weeks, we've still kept the connection, and it's just been really, really nice that that sense of belonging has come up, which I would never have guessed at the beginning of the year, that this was one of the ways that it was going to come up for me. So that's been a real blessing, and really nice. And also I take from that we can't plan these themes. We can't plan our intentions down to the last thing. You know, you can have your overall goal or aim or intention or word and be very open to what comes in. So I couldn't have predicted that belonging was going to come in this form. I did join some groups in January. I've got a meetup group which I'm hoping to go to very soon. So there are things that I have been planning and I have been doing. And at the same time, this other part of belonging came up out of nowhere. So be very, very open to things coming in and allow it to be. Okay, so we have 2/3 left of the year into May, going further and further into the year. So what are your intentions for the rest of the year? What do you want to bring about, or how do you want to feel? And I prefer that. I prefer those aims and intentions really coming from a place of feeling around how you want to feel in your everyday, because your everydays make up your weeks, which make up your months, which make up your years. So how do you want to feel in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening? And having that kind of sense of feeling and drawing on that sense of feeling, and then allowing that aim to come from that. So how do you want to feel for the rest of the year? What new things maybe do you want to bring in? What things are you doing now that you're actually fed up of and you want to let go? You want to disconnect from. You don't want to be doing that. Is there some way that you can form a plan or a way that you're going to change things? And remember that I can help whenever you need as well. So I am still doing my life coaching sessions during this book writing that I have going on. So please do call me. Please do set up a time where we can speak and we can see if I can help you further, or maybe I can point you to something else that you could, that you can go to as well. So, dear one, okay, so your intention, so share with me please below in the comments if you do have any new intentions for the rest of the year, or if you're going to revive that word or words of the year for the rest of this year. And whatever you're doing this week and this month ahead, enjoy it. We will have our new moon meditation and visioning next week, and that will be really nice as well, just to bring in that new energy and see where that takes you. So do tune in for that and subscribe so that you can be the first to know when that video comes out. Okay, my loves, take care. Have a beautiful day. It's gloriously sunny here, so I will be going out for a beautiful walk later on and hopefully having some pictures to share on my Instagram with you. All right, take care. Bye.